now I'm just like, you know what? You ain't finna trick me. I see your ways, Satan. I
I
see how
see
you
your way.
operate.
I told you, I knew you knew I was a snake when you met me.
Listen, give me in them last, 5 minutes, and I'm thinking we good. Then all of a sudden,
yeah, I think
track start crossing the finish line, breezing past my strike.
We got to respect it. Just know that, I mean, so this is what we know. We know that when the VIX is higher, we've kind of got an idea of how it's going to do. We've seen the VIX lower. When we first started trading SPY and Triple Q, maybe some of us have forgotten because we've lived in the high VIX, environment so long that we've forgotten what it's like to not have one. But we just utilize that as another piece of data when we're making decisions. It's another data point is basically what it is. Again, we're going to respect it either way. You definitely give due respect either way. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We are on this morning. It is Friday, June the 9th. Friday, June the 9th. We are getting into the summertime and enjoying our breaks. For those of us who get a summer break, some of us work all year long. I remember the days when I worked all year long, and then I was like jealous of the teachers. Then I saw that teachers didn't really make no money and was like, maybe I'm okay. But then you switch over to a different career and you're like, well, summertime can be all right. It all depends on what you're doing. All depends on what you're doing and where you're doing it at. Right? Okay, so let's look at what's going on in the market this morning. Stock futures waver after S&P 500 enters a bull market. Stocks were little changed on Friday after the S&P officially entered the bull market to end Thursday's trading session. What recession? Wall Street is getting less worried. Tesla stock zooms on EV charging tie-up with General Motors. Oh, the Tesla group, I almost call them the Tesla cult, but they're not really that. The Tesla group, I'm sure, loves that news. DocuSign had earnings. DocuSign and Vail Resorts had after hours movers. East Coast smoke, GameStop plummets, no shock there. Tesla GM partnership is going on. I put this in the this little article here in the Telegram chat. It's a lithium batteries are the new oil. And there's two stocks that are in the article. I want to say one is like Albemarle, which I've seen Albemarle mentioned before, but I'm not sure how much it was. I looked at the first one. I think the first one was ABX. I looked at that stock initially. And I also put something else in the chat this morning about, let me switch over about, where was the picture I put? Here we go. This came from TipRanks. Does anybody use TipRanks? I use TipRanks. It's a free, like it's almost like a bar chart, but I don't know if it's a screener per se. TipRanks is more of it can be kind of screenerish, but it lets you know if you put in like different stocks, you look at different stocks, it tells you what the analysts say, whether it's a buy, a sell, and where they think it's going to price-wise, that kind of thing. TipRanks is what it's called, TipRanks. So this was the thing that caught my eye, the SOXQ ETF. It's a front row exposure to semiconductor stocks and AI. Dollar cost averaging into a low cost semiconductor ETF like SOXQ. Maybe it's similar to SOXL, which has large positions in NVIDIA, Marvell, and AMD. Could be a good way to gain exposure to the long-term mega trend. It might be worth taking a look at SOXQ. And then this little article piece here kind of gave a quick like market snapshot. I don't know if I've ever read this in the tip. I don't know if I really opened the TipRanks emails. I go to TipRanks and I may use them periodically, but they had a little bit of a write-up about stock futures, what was coming into the opening this morning. So I put those in the chat so that way you can have access to those if you'd like. The lithium batteries one, I want to say
TipRanks.com.
TipRanks. Is it .com? Let's see. TipRanks. TipRanks company. Yep, looks like it's .com.
.com. Okay.
Yep,
Thank you.
TipRanks.com. This is This is not the way it usually looks when it pops up, but this is, says it's, here we go, stock ideas, ETFs, dividends, and you can kind of read. Of course, this is another paid site if you want deeper information, but if you just want to look, let's say you got stock ideas, they got some things here. Oh, there's a screener. Analyst picks, smart score stocks, penny stock screener. There's a few active stocks, dividend stocks, they trending, earnings calendar, dividend calendar, economic calendar. It's a lot going on here. So again, TipRanks is a free place to be. If you want to get deeper and deeper, you got to pay money and money. That's how it goes. AMPX is the one that caught my attention in this story. And I mean, in this article here about the oil and lithium batteries. This stock, I think, is worth selling right now for $8.39, but they've given it an average price of $14.50. So they're expecting it to grow. It's in the $8 range right now. What I say, AMPX. And then the other one they mentioned was Albemarle, and Albemarle is now selling for $217, and they've given it a rank. They believe it's going to go up to 261, the analysts that are here. And they tell you over, if you pick it up, pick a stock and you look here, they'll tell you of the analysts, and they got like 17 or 18 analysts, and they'll tell you who or how many feel like you should go one way or the other. And some stocks don't necessarily get a rating if maybe the analyst hadn't looked at it yet, the TipRanks analyst hadn't looked at it yet. But then underneath it, when you're in here, they'll tell you who said what and who felt what, the analyst that they're talking to. Especially if you're a person who follows certain analysts and you like what they say, or you feel like they are on point, then you can maybe see them there. But that's AMPX, lithium batteries.
AMPX.
AMPX, yes, ma'am. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it says Trump must report to Miami federal court for arraignment today. He's indicted on 7 criminal charges in classified documents case. Anybody want to wager a small bet as to whether he ever sees the inside of AJO? I'm not going into politics. We are not talking it today. I just feel like there are people who have done less, who have found themselves quickly put, anyway. And now we found evidence, but somehow we can't ever seem to get to the finish line. I'm going to walk away, Arlissa, walk away, walk away, walk away.
Can we say John Gotti?
Yeah, walk away. I'm walking away. Come on, Jamie. We're not going down this rabbit hole. We are lifting ourselves and we are going away from
Yes, we're holding hands and skipping down the sidewalk.
We're leaving the political conversation. Okay, so our pre-market, let's focus on that. Yes, is what we're here for. Dow futures is down 0.14%. All the other futures are green. I thought they were saying they were not. But anyway, S&P futures up 0.06%. Not a great deal, but up nonetheless. NASDAQ futures up 0.26%. Oil is up 0.28%. And the 10-year bonds are even green. Stock futures are flat after S&P notches highest close for 2023. See how the thing goes. And I don't know if we have anything scheduled today that could potentially move us in another direction, but we'll see. In Europe, though, everything's red over there. European markets are mixed at the end of a choppy week. The DAX is down 0.12%, FTSE down 0.51%, CAC down 0.28%, FTSE MIB down 0.27%, and Stock 600 down 0.32%. Asia, all green. You see this? Ours is a little mixed. Europe, all red. Asia, all green. We don't know what we want to do. Asian markets rise as the S&P hits a new 2023 high. China's producer price index falls. ASX up 0.32%. Nikkei is up 1.97%. Kospi up 1.16%. Hang Seng up 0.47%. And Shanghai is up 0.55%. Alrighty, so today on the calendar, we don't have anything listed on the Forex Factory calendar for any folders, releasing information, none of those good things. But when we flip over to investing.com, we have a WASD report that pops up. Let's see, who is WASD? I think we looked at that before. It doesn't want to open. So let's see. The oil rig stuff pops up about 1 o'clock, or total oil rig counts. And at 4:30, they set the speculative positions for the future. That WASD report. It says it's there. Maybe it downloaded or something. Okay. So yesterday we had some really good wins in the afternoon. Clap, clap, clap for everybody. For everybody, how yesterday went. Yesterday went very well. We ended our day. I think maybe the VIX is helping us. I will give it credit, but I will also give credit to our knowledge that the VIX is helping us where we're able to get us into some spots. We're watching how the prices are moving, and we're getting, money throughout the day. And we're getting it at various places, whether that's, I think, so we had some people who closed out trades from earlier in the week with SPX that they had on the weekly and got a really good return on that. Clap up to Miss Barbara, whoop, pulled in that 120 and kept the resources. She waited it out. And then we had some who were doing just zero DTEs yesterday, which worked out as well. I did in the very last minute, did 49, not 49. It is not at 49. Jesus. It is at 42. I think I did 42.95, like right at the last second. This is SPX we're looking at on this chart. It's a 5-minute chart. So right at the last minute, I did 42.95 call credit spread, got $45, and literally at 359, $359. Yeah, I was getting ready to take my times. $359. I was really feeling that 42.95, but I had to wait. But the whisperer spoke up earlier. She said 42, 80, 85. PCS, because it had been a green day, which a PCS was what we're supposed to do. If the candle is green, we're supposed to do underneath. If the candle's red, we tend to have more success going above it. And her numbers were good as well. The 345 whisperer strikes again. So clap up to all the people who, got some money out of the market yesterday. I did do the little breakout thing in the morning as well. When it dropped, I did the breakout going down, and it hit a spot and turned back. So then I had no problem turning off a trade and then turning on another one, where yesterday was the 8th. So we're in here. So with this 15-minute chart, I'm not sure if y'all can see these candles, because these are small candles, especially if you're looking at your phone. But yeah, we opened and we had this candle here, this is a 9:30 candle, closed it, and then they look at the lines of the top and the bottom, and then this dropped below it. So I figured we were breaking out going down this way. And honestly, the breakout going down was fine. I would have gotten, if I had just set it for the $25, I think I would have gotten it. I think I might have doubled my exit money. So it just a little shy of that, then it turned back. So I just turned off the put and turned it over to a call. And as this went up, I think mine might have closed up in here, and I just took my little $25 or $30, I think it was, and left it. It really could have gone a little longer, but the whole premise of the breakout is that's to grab, a little bit of profit on the breakout, just in case it breaks back down, because it can do that. So that was yesterday morning as well. We had talked about the breakout a little bit in our morning call yesterday. So I looked at making a few dollars off of a breakout. And that's about as much as I made too, was a few dollars. I think it was $8 I put in the chat. It's what I made is $8. So we have, let's look at the ES for the day, see what's going on with that. ES for the day. Got us a little bit of, did it start over? Yep, the ES currently is at 43.43. Take away our 8 points. This is the right ES, right? Take away 8 points, we're at 43 and some change. It's at 43.41. So take away 10, you're at 43.30. I guess, see this big gap up, which means our morning open may be a gap up above. So I don't know if if you had your call credit spread above 4,300, this morning you might want to take a check. Lakshman did say if it went up above 43.10, that it would come back in. I don't know if it, he didn't, of course, he never gives you like time frames, but he said if it went above 43 and some change, then it would come back in underneath the 43. Was what a put or a PCS? It was a put. When I do the breakout in the morning, it's just a plain old put and a call. Breakout for me is a put or a call, plain old buy. Okay, yeah, I see him. I said, I hope it comes back down. So just if you have a trade still going, that's a CCS in the 43 area, just you're gonna want to take a look at it. Keep a little look at it. Do we say yes, sir?
What's that symbol at the bottom of that page? Just like 18, is the one you were just showing.
The symbol
at 1800 hours.
Where do you see that at?
Look at the bottom of the x-axis, 1800.
It's at the time?
You don't see it? There's a purple bottom. It's like a purple with a arrow pointing left, right.
This right here? No?
Yeah. Look at the bottom of 1800. What's that purple image, purple symbol? What's it mean?
What you're talking about. Is that it?
All right, you see where the gap is?
Yes.
Look straight below.
Oh, okay.
What's that mean?
There, it talks about, let's see what was, it says contract switch. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. So remember I mentioned earlier in the week, at the beginning of the week, that Adam made a comment about when it switches over from the, this is comforting. When it switches over to the next numbers from contract to this contract, that the gap between SPX and ES would be about 40. Remember that? Remember that conversation we had a couple days ago, that it was 8, but that when it switched over to the new contract, it would be about 40. The gap would get bigger. So that's comforting in that now we can subtract 40 from this number instead of 8. So that puts us just above 4,300. So it looks like if we subtracted 40 from this, we'd be at 43.01 instead of 43.31. Okay, so this comforting, Aminata, make you feel better, and whoever else has it. So if we subtract 40 from here, we're at 43.01, just a little bit above. Okay, we'll definitely see what happens when we open. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, these little things are on TradingView. There's one here. Of course, there's another one here. It's just like notifications of something that this is headlines for ES, but this is TradingView puts this information in. And so that says they switched over the contract. So that means the gap is bigger for a minute and then it closes itself back together over time.
Depending on the broker, it may show up on corporate.
Yeah, that's right. He had said so for some people it shows up like over the weekend, but some it shows up early. So TradingView may be showing it up. But I don't know if it's showing up in let's see if it's showing up inside of Thinkorswim this early. ES, no, it's a /ES, right? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that to let people know if you have a corporate action setting on your in your brokerage, that it may show up that, you know, it may show up in a different way under that.
Gotcha. Come on, I'm trying to get ES. I'm trying to see what it did on the gap in Thinkorswim, if it looks different in Thinkorswim. So the current price over here is showing $42.99. Well, that was yesterday's. Oh no, ES is current. It's showing $42.99. In Thinkorswim, the price is showing on the ES at $42.99. Okay.
So, from what I understand, like, so Thinkorswim might just adjust it for us, but some of the other platforms, you have to pick the right ES.
That could be true too. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah, and in Thinkorswim, you only get one ES. I think you can type in other stuff, but if you just type in /ES, you get the current ES. So you don't have to remember the letters and the numbers and all that. I'm trying to see if it, yeah. Okay, $42.99 is where the ES currently is. Now let's go find Adam. Now that I've gotten, now that I'm all worked up and nervous, let's go and find Adam. Where are we? There we go. Switch over to a new share. Refresh your mind on Laxman's numbers. They're in the chat. If you're, trading a new trading day, you want to refresh your mind on those numbers. Maybe you have them on your chart and you don't need to go read them again, but we don't have the daily updates from him. I don't. Maybe some of you do. I don't know if anybody's paid for his updates. He's got a few different choices of getting information from him on a regular basis. I don't have that. So what we work with is what he gave us on the weekend. And we just rinse and repeat. He does give you, what it's going to be for the weekend, because this week really hadn't had a whole lot of activity. Yep, this week hadn't had a whole lot. Oh, come on. Come back. All righty, I believe this was the message. Yesterday, I was looking for a rally from 42.68 with 43.04 target and ESF. We held 42.68, then hit 43.03. Basing all night here, this is a major breakout point. Plan today, 42.88, 42.83 are supports. As long as 42.83 keeps holding, break in play to 43.12, 43.20 plus. 42.83 fails, then we retest 42.71. We're still subtracting 8 from this. And these numbers.
So we start subtracting 40 when?
On Monday.
Okay.
I'll make sure to read the newsletter over the weekend so that I can make sure that that's what he says. I'll confirm that over the weekend.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we are ready. Let's change our numbers up. I'm going to do these down here. What did we decide? 18 was good for us. 42, 88, and 83. So 42.80 and 42.75. There we go. Almost fits in there perfectly. Well, we just did this one, 42.75. Okay, so remember this is Friday. And we know how Fridays can be, yeah? 43.04. I want to make this one less smaller. 43.04. Yeah, we know how Fridays can be. I have a bunch of stuff that is set to close for my weekly trial, because Friday is the day. I've got several of them closed along the way, but some of them are still waiting to close today. 43. I'll definitely keep you abreast on how that's playing out, but it's been going so good. It's been going good so far. The only one that so far has got me this week looks like is IWM, and I entered that one. I won't say I put in the numbers like when the market was closed as a reminder to me to look at it when the market opened. But as soon as the market opened on Monday, it immediately picked up. And I had moved the numbers out further so that all I wanted it to do was be in my working files, but I didn't necessarily want the order to pick up that fast. So it picked up, and it picked up at a delta that was closer than I wanted it to be. And then now it's what it is. So now I had to manage it because so now I got to say, okay, that was a entry fail. Not a failure of the process, but a failure of my entry plan, how I entered it. 42, what's this, 63? That was a failure in how I entered it, because I would have picked a different strike had it not just picked up at the beginning of the market. As soon as the market opened, I would have put in a different number. I don't know if I would have picked a number that's above where it is, but I would have picked a different number. Copy. So, but everything else, all of the other ones so far, well, keep your fingers crossed. If your fingers crossing, people, will come out in profit. So here we go. Let's read it again. Yesterday, I got to put in SPX, I guess. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. SPX.
43.12 had a plus sign beside it.
43.12. Okay. Let me make sure I move this. I'll just move it over so you can see the plus sign.
Yeah.
There we go. You can see the plus sign now. Here we go. So plan today, 42.80, 42.75 are supports. As long as 42.75 keeps holding, then the break is in play to 43.04, 43.12 plus. If 42.75 fails, then we retest 42.63. So if we're looking at outside numbers, I would say 42.63 would be an outside low, and 43.12 would be outside high, which puts us right where Lashman said. He was saying, 43.10 was a top number. So prayerfully, everybody who has something on the call credit spread side is above that. It says 43.12 plus. I'm sure it can, pop out and keep running, but definitely there was strength yesterday, if you want to call it strength. And then there may be some today. So definitely be mindful. We trade what we see. We trade what we see. Trade what you see. Now, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are you all's thoughts about entering SPX today for next week? Would you do that today for next week, or wait to see what Lashman has to say on the weekend? What are y'all's thoughts?
I'm waiting till Monday.
Waiting until Monday.
Already did.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Amen.
Me too. I'm already in.
Yeah. So Aminata and Rasta, with the numbers you selected them based on your charts?
Yeah, charts and the support and resistance.
Okay, which is the chart, yeah.
And Lakshman.
And Lakshman. Okay, cool. I'm all with that. Okay, sounds good. And I think we know information enough to look at the charts and use those support and resistance along the way. And then Lakshman's information adds some additional confidence because of all the analysis that he does. He just adds some confidence. Let's hope that over the weekend, that when he does his thing, that the numbers he gives us over the weekend will match up with what you all have for next Friday. So that way we'll be, and you just need the movement, I guess, or whatever, to be able to get out with some profits. As long as it doesn't go past your number, you're okay. It's when it goes past it that you got to worry.
Yeah, so what I do is I put my buy to close, and sometimes the early morning move, that's enough to close it out.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
I'm not being greedy. If I get 50%, I'm fine.
Definitely.
If I get 25%, I'm fine.
Don't be greedy.
If I'm entering on a Friday, I'm entering on a Friday, but to close 2 Fridays away,
Okay.
so that I'm getting more premium,
Gotcha.
and put in the early buy order as well.
An early buyback order. Good job. So, fuel sale, we got some stuff here. Fuel sale is at 72.5 on the IV percentile. That's currently at $2.31. So the earnings was almost like a blip for them, right? Looks like it didn't move much at all after earnings.
It moved down. It moved down though.
Moved down about, 0.07, like 7 cents.
My covered call is 40% in the profit.
Okay. You're gonna be ready to close it here in a minute. I usually close covered calls about 50% and then I redo it. You can
Okay.
go further, obviously, but I usually close mine about 50%, a little more than 50%, and then I re-enter. Even if it's the same date, I may re-enter the same date. Maybe I may not, but I'm saying about 50% I close them.
Yeah, I'm just keeping track of the fees because I don't want to close it too soon and then have more fees than profit.
Yeah, the fees is 65 cents. Yeah.
Yeah, because I only collected like 16 cents.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if I close it at 12, that's kind of iffy. So I don't want 12. More.
Close it at 12. You mean at 4? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Rut is at 49 in the IV percentile. It's still hanging out up there, the Russell. Nike's at 46, 62. AI 44. Dish is still there. Adobe, Beyond Meat, CMA, KRE, the Walgreens Boots. FedEx is on the list now. This wasn't, when is FedEx earnings? Earnings is 6.9. Well, today. Oh, that's dividends. Sorry, they're doing dividends today. I was like, earnings today? I don't remember seeing FedEx. Dividends is today, which may be why it's up, and then earnings at 6.20. A lot of times you'll see too, depending on when people have stuff, dividend money can be almost like a binary event because once people collect their dividends, sometimes they go ahead and sell the stock. Kroger at 31, USB
Lowe's seems to do that consistently.
30. Who does?
Lowe's.
Yeah.
It seems like you always see a run up and then a drop off. So I would definitely consider them a binary for that dividends.
Yeah. So you just keep that in mind. A lot of times people collect their money and then they go ahead. Did we ever talk about the stock that we got the big dividends on? Now I can't remember the name of it.
Zim.
Yeah, I knew it was at the bottom of my list. Zim. Well, Zim decided they weren't going to give, like they weren't doing a dividend this next time. So of course,
did they cut the payment or did they stop the payment or just cut it?
I believe they stopped the payment.
Okay.
What?
To the article, they were stopping the payment. They were pausing it or whatever. So that made the price of Zim start to fall even more because it had already fallen after people collected their money. Yeah, it's at $13. We got it in the low 20s and then it dropped to 17, 18 after people got their dividend and now it's down in the 13s. Yeah, so many people were holding it just for the little dividend payment, but then when they said they were stopping that, it's like, okay.
What industry are they in?
Huh?
Shipping.
Yeah, they're in shipping.
Shipping. Oh.
Yeah, but they have been falling off for a while as far as their price have been coming down for a while. If you look here, even at this chart, this is the Zim chart. So back here, this was a year ago, they were at $57. So they've been falling kind of ever since, and they were still doing their dividend payments. Then this is where the last one is right up in here. Everybody sold after that, and it's like, yeah. So that's Zim. There is a Zim. Oh, listen.
So did you sell?
I did. Yeah, I sold mine back when it was $17 or $18. Remember I told you I was thinking I was getting rid of Zim?
You
Yeah,
said thinking. You didn't say you did.
Oh, well, I did. I got rid of it, Jamie.
Thanks for the heads up. Well, the bottom's
said
down,
thinking.
whatever is considered now. Bottom's down. This is okay.
Bottoms down. When I said thinking, that meant for you to go take a look and think too.
Listen, okay.
Jamie, now she can buy the clothes and pick at your stuff.
Yo, listen
joking.
here. What y'all like go do is look at SoFi, love of mine. Ooh, yeah, SoFi is over $8. It's at $8.12. So I have 6 or 7 leaps that were for this coming January at the 7.5 strike. And that's because I had them before and I rolled them down to 7.5. And yes, they were in the negative for a very, very long time. And now that we're above $8, they're at break even. But we are in their resistance zone. We are squarely in the resistance zone. This is the resistance candle back from February. So we're squarely there, and it's like, will they push on through? But I think I'm gonna at this point it won't be losses, but I think I'm going to I might have to cut bait at this point on SoFi as far as those leaps go. And then, maybe I'll take the money and buy some shares or some shares of that or some shares of something else, or because I have shares of SoFi in multiple places. But I may take some of my proceeds and buy a little bit more, but I think I may go ahead and cut those leaps now that they're coming into the green. Now that they're green, I may have to, go ahead and snip on those leaps and then be like, okay, let's get some shares of you as you keep doing your thing. Because my cost basis is still above $8. So if I buy some shares now, I'll keep bringing my cost basis down. Yes. That is.
So would you buy like 100 shares of some energy stocks, the battery ones?
I might, because I might go look at some lithium battery stuff because I don't have any energy or lithium battery thoughts. I got EOSE. I don't think that's.
They don't have like an ETF for that.
They might.
Electric vehicle space ETF or lithium mining.
The EV ETF, but I don't know.
Because I see some little. They have, when you do the covered calls list, I see Hut. Hut is a mining company.
Yeah.
And I see EOSE, which does not lithium but zinc. So I guess they're still a battery space.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have shares of EOSE.
Right. And so, and then that thing is sent. They said to do dollar cost averaging on SOXQ.
SOXQ. What was the price of that? I don't think I even knew what the price was.
Yeah, I didn't know what the price was.
$27. Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad. But SOXL is cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, SOXL
is like
12 or
12 to 15, I think. It's slowly rolling up though because of NVIDIA.
$22.
Oh, SOXL 22 now?
Yes,
yeah, it's been rolling up because of NVIDIA. Yeah,
NVIDIA, I think, is up $4 or $5 in the pre-market. John's group mentioned that this morning on their Skype that NVIDIA is up. They're still wrestling with their trade from earnings.
Hey, you know what nobody's talking about though? They said some of the research folks are making big leaps and bounds in gallium chips.
What's gallium?
So like silicon is what they use for the semiconductor.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using gallium arsenide for some chips now, and it apparently when switches is on and off, right? So with silicon, even though it's efficient, it still gives off a lot of heat. And the gallium switching gives off less heat. So people are using them, are starting to use them. They're more expensive than silicon chips, but the power industry needs them. The high-end computers are looking at these fast switches that don't give off a lot of heat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so keep an eye on those mining, not just for metals, but for silicon and gallium and those type of things.
So what does Hut mine? When Hut does mining, what are they mining?
Good question. I have to. I'll look at what it is.
Okay.
When I get off the phone.
That's a great point, Stefan. Thank you for bringing that up in terms of gallium, because I'm gonna have to look that up, because if that does what I think you're saying, that's gonna be a major thing, especially for Intel, AMD, NVIDIA. Yep. They're gonna want to. That is gonna probably be more work for Taiwan Semiconductor. I mean, that's just going. That's a big deal. Micron, they're gonna, all of the semiconductors, because silicon is what makes up everything. So if they coming out, ARM, you remember they was talking about NVIDIA was trying to buy ARM, and
Yep.
Well, what ARM does is has a technology that's what everybody's making money on, and it reduces the amount of heat on the semiconductors. So, and that's what makes it a big deal. And so if this also does it, man, the chips that they'll be making with this and ARM, that's a serious game changer. So I'm definitely gonna be looking that up. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the computers and you see those fans, it's the fans trying to pull all that heat away from all the switching. So less heat for the same amount of processing. You have less energy use, which is good for the energy world too. And your light bill, it hits home. And your car, how long your electric vehicle can run, because you're using less energy to cool it down.
Did we say that Tesla is now in the rut or in Russell? What did we? Oh no, we said it's in the Dow. Tesla is in the Dow. I was thinking of what IWM running up, if that was running up because Tesla was taking it up. Because IWM is the Russell, right? The Russell 2000, but we said Tesla's in the Dow.
Yep, Tesla moved it down.
Dish Network, did they move there too?
Did they do where to? Well, Dish definitely got moved out.
If they went to Dow,
the S&P. You think they went to the Dow?
No, I don't know. I know they moved to someplace.
Well, they moved out of the
S&P,
but I'm not sure where they went. This is Tesla, by the way. We were talking about Tesla having made that connection with General Motors. So this is what it did yesterday. And this is what it's been doing in the post-market and the pre-market today. I don't really trade Tesla ever. Maybe some people look at it or trade it. But looks like they had a big green day yesterday. That's the green candle. And looks like they've been going up for a good little minute. And I was looking back to see where was the resistance, but they've definitely had a good run since the end of April. They've been really going up since then. They went through this resistance area. Actually, they kind of skipped over it. The next one is here, which is where they are right now. 234 and some change. This candle here is that resistance point here, and it did come back. This was a pretty good zone because you see all this down here since then. So 234 and some change, and it hit that yesterday with no wick. Unless that wick this wick over here is super teeny. There's no wick at the top. It just hit it like, nope, we're good. So it may be time for a Tesla ride back down for a little bit, especially because they've run so hard for over a month. So opportunity. All righty, we hit our ES. We talked about the VIX. We did Atom. We talked about our numbers. Remember, today is Friday. We definitely trade what we see, right? We trade what we see. in front of us, close out some stuff. Okay, come on, just let me get where I'm going. We'll close out some stuff. What you get ready to say?
Can I say something? So Tesla might get a boost because some of the states are allowing the tax credits for EVs to apply to leasing of vehicles, not just owning them.
Oh,
So that's significant because it's like I think $10,000 towards So you won't get it. It will reduce your lease,
yeah.
right? So more people can afford a Tesla if that's what they dream. So
They can get it under a lease and get the benefit from the government credit.
right.
That makes sense. I wonder why they weren't giving that credit as a lease, because if the person's got the whole reason for the credit is that the person has the vehicle and they're reducing the emissions. And if you have it as a lease, you still have it.
I mean, I guess for the society-wide benefit, we have less, pollution in our lungs, even if you're leasing it.
Right. Am I sharing my screen or no?
No.
Okay. I meant to be, because we are at the wrap up. Anybody else got anything they want to say or add before we wrap up? We finished off the boot camp last night, which was really good. We had a very good, engaging crowd. Yesterday evening, a few people, I think Miss Sylvia showed up from here. Michelle is one of our other previous boot campers. She came and showed up and hung out with us for a little while. And then they start their weekly, the live coaching, the Options 411 live coaching starts next week, where they will go 4 weeks and learn basically all about options from a seller standpoint. Just same thing we've learned, we just condense it down to a short period of time. They do like 8 sessions, have a telegram and all the good stuff. Me and Jamie have gotten it. We're getting it into a rhythm now. That starts next week. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Cash Flow 101 at 11 o'clock. So if you, there we go. That was quick. The graphic is all ready. You want to play the game Cash Flow 101? Hang out with us tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. We'll do just that. Jamie's the host. He is the, master of ceremonies as it pertains to Cash Flow Chronicles, and he really knows this game well, so he makes it really comfortable and fun to come and learn. Even if you don't know nothing about it, you can come here. Jamie, make sure that you put the link in the chat. I think it's already attached here to this message. So I have this message pinned to the top, but you may need to pin it, because I don't know if when I pin stuff, if it pins for everybody or if it only pins for me. That it's weird like that. But if you don't have it, but attached to this message is the link to get into the call tomorrow morning at 11. All right. Don't forget to, we do Power Hour online, or virtual Power Hour. I've been loving it. Yesterday I was out and about. At the time I was, looking at my watch and telling my husband I was time to go back, but I was, he told me not to talk about what I was doing, but I was at the shooting range. And then we came on back, and just in time for me to do the evening stuff. Oh goodness. Okay, here we are with our daily declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account is growing more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. I declare money likes me. I declare I'm a blessing to others. And I declare I'm a world changer. I'm a world changer. I don't know why I always hear that song. Did somebody sing that song? Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get well. Deuteronomy 8:18. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. 2 Samuel 22:35. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. All righty, so we've got 2 things that we are going to be doing today. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna stay green and we're going to
Get that money.
Get that money.
Get this money. All right, you all. I will see you all in the chat. If you need us, please reach out so that we can offer assistance if you need be. Okay. Talk to y'all later.
Gracias.
All
Hasta
right.
la
Thank
vista.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a great day.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everyone. Real quick, I just wanted to come on. This is Arlissa, Educator to Trader. Wanted to come on and tell you and ask you, I guess, to like and subscribe to the channel. If you like the content that I create and I'm, posting regularly, then go ahead and subscribe. That way you won't miss anything and you can be a part of all that we're doing here. I'm a coach to sellers. I'm an option sellers coach. If that's a vein that you don't know anything about or you want to know more about, then go ahead, subscribe and check us out all the time. All right. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.